Rich, we're on the eve of the FA Youth Cup third round tie at Sheffield Wednesday tomorrow, where excitement must be at fever pitch amongst the squad.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the pinnacle of the under-18s games programme, and the players are excited. They're in a good place. They're well prepared. They're performing well in training and likewise in games. So yeah, in a really good place going into the fixture.
As you mentioned, it's a pinnacle competition for this age group. So I imagine everybody, including the staff, is really looking forward to the match.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, there's a lot more hype surrounding the game than a normal Saturday under-18s game. I'm confident the players will tap into that in the right way and welcome the attention it brings. So far, the signs we're getting are extremely positive. So, yeah, it's a great fixture. Obviously, a fantastic stadium in Hillsborough, something that I think they'll relish playing there against a decent side.
In terms of the competition, you only have to look back a couple of years to see how well the club did to get to the semi-final stage.
Yeah, I think that's fresh in everyone's minds. The players, all the players will have been in and around the building in some way, shape or form during that period. It was a fantastic run, and you look at the players from that group that went on and made debuts. So you got Harry Suter, Lass Sorensen, Thibaut, Tyrese, all played last season, and many of which have kicked on from there as well.
In terms of last season, there was massive disappointment to go out at the third round stage at Blackburn Rovers. Do you sense from those players that were involved in that game that there's an eagerness to put that right? Yeah,
Blackburn were a good side, to be fair, last year, but we did feel we were better than them. And like you say, I think there's certainly lessons to be learnt in terms of not getting drawn into certain emotions that you can potentially find, particularly if you find yourself losing the game. So there's certainly lessons to learn there, and the players involved will know. Given the time again, how they'd approach that differently. So there's certainly experience within the side, and the likes of Nathan Collins, Will Forrest, who played last year, they'll be senior players within the group now, and I'm sure they'll show that leadership they've got and the experience they've gained from last season.
Heading into the game, you couldn't probably go into it in better fashion, really, having won 6-1 at the weekend against Reading. How much confidence will that give the lads going into the match?
Well, absolutely couldn't have wished for a better preparation in terms of the game Saturday, in terms of the performance first and foremost, and obviously the result that come with that, and then the added bonus of qualifying for the quarter-final of the Premier League Cup. So the confidence the lads have gained from that will be massive, and it gives a great buzz around the group. So yeah, in a really good position going into the game.
In terms of Sheffield Wednesday, what do you expect from them? Because I think they're flying high at the top of their league and they're scoring plenty of goals.
Yeah, they are. They're a good side. They're an attacking side. Top of their league. They've won a lot of games this season. They lost on Saturday 2-0 to Leeds. The side that they played on Saturday will look slightly different to what we'll encounter on Thursday evening. But they're a decent side, They certainly offer certain challenges that we'll have to encounter. But we're fully aware of what their strengths and weaknesses are. But ultimately, it'll be about us and how we turn up on the night and how we execute our game plan.
With the game being played at Hillsborough, it won't be just dealing with the opposition, but it'll be dealing with the whole occasion, playing on a big pitch and at a big stadium, won't it?
Yeah, I think ultimately good players show up on big occasions, and you see that at every level of football, and under-18s football is no different. So the lads will have to display the correct amount of emotional control in order for them to go and fulfil the potential. And if they're good players, they'll relish the opportunity, they'll relish the stadium, and tap into that excitement in the right way.
In terms of yourself, you managed to get to the semi-final stage as a player at Crewe Alexandra. Will you use that experience with the lads heading into the match?
It's a long time ago, and I'm not sure that the players remember too far back. But yeah, there's an excitement around the Youth Cup that all the staff will remember their memories, both good and bad, and draw upon them experiences. Like you mentioned there, as a player, we got to the semi-final in my first year as a scholar. Played against Crouchy and Ledley King in a Spurs side that we managed to beat at Gresty Road, and eventually we knocked out in the semis to Peterborough. That was a side that had Matty Everington in, as well as Simon Davis, who went on to play for Tottenham as well. So yeah, they're good experiences. And in the second year we lost to QPR when we were a fancied side. So yeah, there's definitely experiences a player can draw back on without a doubt.
I suppose now you just can't wait to get going and to hopefully perform on the big stage.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, ultimately, say to the players, it's 11 against 11, and it's exactly the same as what we encounter every other time, every other game we play, and it's important to enjoy hype surrounding the fixture, but not get too caught up in it. And yeah, can't wait for tomorrow night till it gets underway. We believe we've got good players, and we're confident that we'll show up and express ourselves, and touch wood, get the job done.